What's up, you guys? Teddy Striker here, and this Saturday we have Israel Adesanya taking on Nassourdine Imavov, and I think that Israel Adesanya is gonna win this fight, and I think that he's gonna win this by a decision. I think that Israel Adesanya is going to look good in this fight. He looked great against Dricus du Plessis. He obviously took some time off, and it seemed like whatever he did during his time off worked because he arguably had a near career best performance. The only thing that was missing was the win, but he looked great. He had a lot of activity. He had some great diversity in there. He was defending the takedowns very well, but it seemed like he looked a little bit slow at times, like he couldn't get out the way of some of Dricus du Plessis' shots, and that was a little bit concerning, but I felt like that was due to his strength and conditioning, because it seemed like he's been working on that recently and he's been trying to get bigger and things like that. But it seems like he's changed his coach. He doesn't really have the same strength and conditioning coach that he did before. That was working on bulking him up. It seems like now even one of his coach said that the skinny kid's back, implying that he's maybe faster and he's smaller than he used to be for a few of his camps. And I like this going into the Imavov fight, because Imavov is really fast. He's not really too grappling heavy. He will mix in some takedowns here and there, but I think that Adesanya will be ready to defend those and get back to his feet and get back to work on the striking. And on the feet, I could see, Nassourdine Imavov, landing some jabs, landing some crosses there, here and there, but I don't really see him being able to hurt Israel Adesanya and, mount any crazy momentum, off landing those punches, because firstly, Adesanya isn't the easiest guy in the world to hit. He's going to be moving. He's going to be giving you constant changes of angles. I'll be real, he does get clipped with jabs because he just usually uses head movement to avoid them. But secondly, I don't think Imavov is really known for his punching power. I don't think he's going to be hurting Israel Adesanya with his punches, with just one punch like Pereira could, or Jan Blachowicz could, or even Dricus du Plessis. And overall, I just think that Israel Adesanya is going to have more weapons to work with against Nassourdine Imavov that are going to work on him. And I think that the low kicks are going to be one. I also think that Israel Adesanya's uppercuts could play a factor in this fight, because sometimes Imavov, he does dip his head to avoid certain punches, and that could leave him open to getting hit with an uppercut, because we know Israel Adesanya loves his feints, so he's going to be finding those shots, and he's got a good right hand. So if he's able to set up a good 1-2 and Imavov starts to dip his head, Adesanya could just turn that into an uppercut, or he can even throw a combination Alistair Overeem style and finish it with a knee from the clinch. And Brendan Allen actually used this in his fight versus Nassourdine Imavov, and he landed it clean. And Israel Adesanya actually has some really clean and powerful knees that I definitely think he should be implementing, because they are 100% going to end up in the clinch at some point in this fight. And I feel like Israel Adesanya is going to learn a lot from his past losses and make sure he doesn't make the same mistakes. And I don't see Imavov putting crazy pressure on AZ, pushing him back into the fence and, start teeing off on him or overpower him in the grappling, or even take his jab away. I just don't see it happening. I feel like Imavov is going to be very open to some of the tricks and attacks from Israel Adesanya. But one thing I am worried about, though, for Adesanya is kind of his mentality, because he said that he doesn't really care if he wins or loses. It's just about how he performs.
I kind of want to just try some new shit in this one, just because I'm just I really don't care. Win or lose, I'm going to go in there and do my best. And yeah, when I do my best, we all know what happens.
And I'm a bit worried because Nassourdine Imavov isn't even thinking about losing. This guy's just focused on beating Israel Adesanya and getting the belt that he's never held. And what happens when Adesanya gets pushed and he gets hurt, or he just gets tired? Is he still going to have the hunger to push through and look at his opponent and say, I'm willing to die? Or is he just going to kind of fold under that pressure? So it's going to be very interesting to see that dynamic. But this is what makes you an all-time great fighter, right? Are you still able to push past all of that and still come out on top with a victory? And we'll see, because I consider Israel Adesanya the greatest middleweight of all time, and he has an opportunity to prove it with his longevity, not only because it would show that he's not just a champion because of the belt, but it shows that he's able to go out there against tough, hungry contenders and still get it done. And he's still one of the best, if not the best, in the world. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know your prediction down below, and I'll see you next one.